Williams, or Port Williams siding, whatever this is called. Port Williams proper is over that direction.
Yeah.
But the main line is lifted, the siding is still in place by the feed mill, and there's a siding here behind the feed mill.
Still intact.
Rail still there, in the weeds. Try and find the end of the track.
I think we passed it because it doesn't look like there's any track.
There's rail right here. One rail. Right there. It looks like it just kind of leads off into the dirt.
Yeah. I think this here used to be for track and...
We should head back.
Alright. Look at that.
Up around the corner there, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, do not try this at home. We are professionals.
Go ahead, do it at home.
What do we care? Things for professionals.
All right. Just Grand Prix, myself, Maritime Rail Fan, a bunch of other guys on a DAR fan base meet, and local subscribers.
Yeah, there aren't that many videos of Kentville.
No.
The thing is, there are a lot of the gypsum trains around Windsor and Hansport.
By the way, you're on.
Okay.
So
Well, that's because the trains were abandoned, stopped running into Kentville by the early 90s, and not many people had camcorders at that time. Whereas Windsor and Hansport stuff was going into later years when more people were getting camcorders. That's why you see more video
Yeah.
of Windsor and Hansport.
It's kind of surprising though, because there's like 1 year difference between the end of the DAR and abandonment past New Minas, right? So I guess they were just more interested in the specificity of the gypsum trains.
Well, not only that, the gypsum trains ran a lot, so they were an easy catch.
Yeah.
Whereas the freights were getting pretty rare by the end.
there's only half a dozen freights left at that point.
Like once a week in the CP era at the end.
So how would they organize the Kingsport Square and the Coldbrook Square?
I don't know.
No idea.
Never caught those trains. They were gone before before I got a chance to start rail fanning.
Here's the Cornwallis Hotel.
Oh, look at that.
That's an
the
old CP.
Old CP hotel there. It's apartments now.
Still intact, good shape. Show them where the DAR track actually is.
Mm-hmm.
I know we already did this video before, but
So here's the museum with the locomotive pilot wheels out front, or pony wheels. See the two different styles.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The main line was
right here.
right here.
yeah, this is
Station Road, Justice Way. Here's the
old Kentville station.
new Kentville station.
Yeah.
Oh, they got a picture of the.
Bus terminal.
There's a new mural up there too.
And we're on the main line here.
Look at this.
And this mural's been here a few years.
I haven't seen it there. The old station.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we're looking at the. This is where the station was, right in here.
Wasn't it further along?
No, right in here.
Okay.
This is where
Yeah,
the
I think
station
it was on this corner.
I thought it was like, according to.
Yeah,
the
it
aerials,
was.
it's
It
like
was
where
on
that
this corner.
building is there.
This
Maybe.
is.
This corner. Okay. Okay.
So this is new.
No, look, they have a
Yeah, it's probably there. It started right here, and then there was like.
Then it went
it's
straight.
halfway on this one too.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This
That's
is
pretty
what-
big.
And this is the older part here.
So this would have followed the yard.
Yep.
Yeah, this street
Paralleled the yard.
that we're going on here went along the edge of the yard.
And then there's another street that, yeah, that's kind of interesting that they put that up there. This is what's left of the yard is right in here.
So this is the only part that hasn't been developed.
And it's going to be developed soon, right?
I do not
Don't
know,
know what the plans are.
but that's all that remains of the yard is in there. That's it.
And, yeah, then there's
And
that.
here's the,
That would be the main line.
Yep.
Well, the main line would have gone through the center of the yard, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, there was the south and the north line, right? South tracks and north tracks. That's
Yeah,
how
I
they
guess.
split it.
Something like that.
And then out behind the old folks' home here is the bridge over the Cornwallis
Yeah.
River Valley that's still there.
We can show you that.
We're in Kentville, back at the old roundhouse site. We've been here before, it's covered in a previous video. We have a new DAR fan with us. He's new to exploring the line, so we're showing him some of the sights today. And this is the Cornwallis River Bridge.
There is a warehouse or something.
Possibly.
Possible.
Is there still the spillway bridge?
I think that's right here.
Oh, that's it there.
Couple of ties here.
Yeah.
You already recorded those.
And this is clinker. All this stuff. That's burnt coal. Or
Okay.
unburnt coal. A lot of times the clinker would be used as ballast.
Yeah.
That's pretty common
Yeah.
throughout
Especially in
Nova
Kentville.
Scotia.
You recording? Yeah, you are.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, we find clinker all over the place. We found a journal box cover in Weymouth last year. Of
Yeah,
a
I remember
friction
that.
bearing truck.
Oh, yeah. Wait, was that in video?
Yep. And then we found a knuckle
A knuckle, yeah, in Middleton.
in Middleton
Yeah, this is
along the Y.
amazing.
This is the spillway bridge.
The spillway bridge.
Yeah. It's a little pile
Yeah.
trestle.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Looks like it's had new timbers across for the decking, underneath the decking, and the piles look older.
Mm.
Yeah.
This is basically the only CDR bridge left. Punch that one.
So this section had track until 93.
Yeah. Wiki, the footage that was added recently was...
Yes, there's a crossing just up here, I think from picture taken in 85.
And
Tom Tupper
the
collection.
roadbed
Yeah,
has really
that's it.
grown over since the early years.
Yep.
You mean last year?
It'll do that
It was,
Yeah, okay.
in the past 20 years, 25 years. Yeah, so maybe where that truck is where that picture was taken.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a crossing. Was a crossing.
So then if you follow the line that goes all the way to Aldershot and goes...
supposedly.
Centreville. And then split to Centreville.
And so, is there still a station building in Steamboat Road?
Not that we're aware.
Not that we know of.
It could have been moved, could have been torn down, who knows.
'Cause apparently it was moved when they moved the station building from the old location to the spot where they ended the track. But I I haven't seen any photos of it.
Then it could possibly been converted into some house or repurposed for something else. Railways do have a habit of doing stuff like that. As far as we know, there was no telegraph pole on this line either. But pure speculation, I don't. Oh, wait. Yeah, looks like a tie in there.
Oh, cool.
Don't know if it has a date now.
That's one thing you will find is probably bits and pieces of broken ties.
Yeah.
We come across a lot of those.
Oh, we've come across so much. Did you ever tell them about the story of the tombstone we came across one time?
That one was pretty bizarre.
Yeah.
We were out on the Caledonia subdivision from New Germany to Caledonia,
Adventures for nothing.
Yeah.
and there was a tombstone there, basically on like in the trees, and we're like, this shouldn't be here.
Oh, I might. Was
So-
that in the video?
Yeah, so
Yeah, I saw that.
so I called the police and figured somebody had picked it up and like vandalized it from a graveyard and dumped it there, but the people who actually owned a cottage had a second tombstone. They had two tombstones for this guy. He was a soldier, and they put one on the corner of their property as a property marker. It was the weirdest thing.
Scared that
Wow.
H out of us.
I couldn't believe somebody would go and do that. It was very odd.
You and me both. Yeah, that was one of the weirdest things you'll ever see on a railway. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's what happens when you explore abandoned lines like what we do. As a hobby, of course. And the line goes straight.
Yep. It goes behind that house, right?
I think so.
Or
There's
no,
one
it
of
goes
the-
straight and
Provincial abandoned railway signs.
Yep.
Department of Natural Resources.
the yellow one there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right, it does go straight.
Yep.
Remember when look, you can see the indents of where the tracks used to be.
Well, actually, the tracks might still be there.
No.
Well, sometimes they. That's why sometimes they'll be cracked.
Yeah, some cases rails are paved over. We found some in Bridgetown.
Abandoned railway.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that was
Structures
CN track.
maybe
that's right.
That was CN track, right? Along.
Yeah.
It was spur.
At the old Acadia distillery.
And if he kills my battery, I've got a spare, so it's no big deal.
This has grown in quite a bit.
Oh, geez, has it ever.
Well, guys, pretend you're riding along in the cab of an SW1200 RS. You've got a string of covered hoppers behind you, heading for Steam Mill.
And if you're playing trains, well, you're probably driving on my route. Should really like the.
Or you imagine you're in a school train from Kingsport to Kentville.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fun.
Even more exciting.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Riding along in a wooden coach, creaking along.
Creek, creek.
Here's your sand ballast.
Oh yeah.
DAR crap ballast. Most common on this particular. There's a loading dock there.
Oh yeah.
Weird. Maybe that rail service.
Possibly.
Probably.
Wooden structure. It's peculiar.
I was at Kingsport a few days ago, and there was like basically CN ballast stones looking stones that look like CN ballast. They should have just gone out there, taken a few truckfuls, and used that as their big ballast.
True, but they wanted to do it as cheaply as possible too, so they just got it from wherever they could find it, or off the beaten trail sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's what they did. Railways are cheap.
CN ballast. Cheapest ballast there is, but like that a few times, they're lucky. They didn't leave that many in the ground of this abandoned estate.
Well, you never know.
Sometimes
I
they
mean,
do.
we found things that you wouldn't think should have been there.
It depends on if they were usable. When the track was taken up, then the ties would be taken out and resold. If they were rotten, they were tossed to the side. or you're going to
In most
find
cases you'll find.
ties that were tossed aside before that, even before the line was abandoned.
You'd be very lucky to even find a spike or two
Yeah.
on this line.
The other day I found a spike and a rail going through or whatever.
A bolt?
A bolt.
Track bolt?
Yeah, I found
Yeah.
that at Windsor Junction.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah.
I've got a track plate, or not a, what is it, a tie plate there from Windsor Junction, pulled out underneath the rail.
Actually, there are 3 tie plates sitting in Fort Williams, just next to the track.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. I tossed a bunch of spikes in the bushes one day.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
too many of them. Or what?
Oh, just a handful of them. Oh, remember the time where I took them up?
Yeah, you filled your
You filled my pockets up with the spikes.
Yeah,
You wanted to see how many spikes Lord Dragon I could put in his pockets. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
We did all kinds of crazy
Looks like
things.
we're going up a slight grade here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we just need some steam sounds and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Once the Rapido makes D10s,
And
we
we're
can have
happy.
a little D10, like not really
Kentville,
set.
there's another spike, pipe thing.
Yep. Knotted out tie.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what you'll find. I mean, it's amazing these railways have abandoned lines and all this fun stuff.
Now it looks like the roadbed here was turned into a driveway for this house.
It's still roadbed.
It's still roadbed.
Still roadbed. Because it's yeah, and here it goes. Looks like it just disappears.
Well, it might be there. It might be here.
Maybe more like right here.
I'd say you're on it.
No, 'cause look how it turns. If you look at
I
it,
am
it's
on it.
probably right here.
Yeah, no, I'd,
The right side of the path.
We are on it. Unless there's a passing siding here.
Oh, maybe.
probably isn't one till you get to Aldershot.
No.
Yeah. It was a little close to Kentville.
Yeah.
True. But no, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, railways are kind of funny.
Yeah.
Kind of later track.
Maybe if there was one that was just approaching Kentville and there was an outbound passing siding here would be fitting.
This is interesting though. Look straight ahead.
Yeah.
Looks like things have been changed around.
Actually, it looks like because I was looking down over there and it looks like it's probably around here, the roadbed.
Maybe.
So it wouldn't be surprising, but
Yeah, it might have
Yeah,
been closer
there's
to that
this ballast
embankment
here.
there.
This is ballast in there.
so they might have moved it a tiny bit.
Piece of rail over there? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty small stuff here on the end. This stuff here is bigger.
So how it's rusted, probably.
Can't really tell on the markings.
Can't really read any markings.
I'm guessing that's 85 there.
That's big. Big unit.
Don't see any markings.
No, they're too faded. Let's
Yeah.
see what it is.
Alright, you guys ready to head back?
Sure.
We get the car. Cavendish, I don't know, some kind of feed lot or something.
Okay.
There's There's an engine for you. That would move some freight cars. What the is that? It's a Detroit diesel.
The ship engine.
Might be. Some kind of stationary engine. That's an old truck.
Oh yeah, those are too.
This is what's left of the old feed mill, that steam mill. This is the main line here. So the track went down there, and then the switch points would face that way, and the stub end siding went back in there,
Okay.
as far as I can tell.
Looks like there was a ditch there, so it's probably further down.
And then this building up here was not here when I first came up here in 1993. Yep. There's another tie. Looks like a switch tie. It's longer. Excuse me. Couple ties in there. So yeah, when I first came up here in '93, none of this was here. So the track went that way, and then they built this whole complex on top of the roadbed. So that never had rail service. And it looks like the siding, I don't know, points were down around here somewhere, and then went back up that way.
Okay.
This ties there. Yep. Looks like this pools up with water.
This is probably the line that went back.
Yes. These are the older type ties that are not square on all sides.
Okay.
Yeah. When you see that, you found an old tie. The newer ones are square all around. Yeah. And this one's like, it's kind of crooked too. That's another sign that it's an old tie.
There's one underneath.
Oh yeah. Yep.
No gate nails.
So then you're on road. Date nails would be on the surface, like here. There's a post here,
Post.
bent up.
Of what kind of post?
Maybe a signpost. It looks like a signpost, maybe it's not.
That's our homestead that we used to grow up.
Okay.
And this was quite a hill from behind that house. All used to be dirt all the way around it. And you come down, and then the backyard, side yard, come out here around that tree. There used to be another tree right over there, and then the train track used to be here. Yeah, I'm thinking. Should be a hump here somewhere. To show where the old shop was. You just go right straight up. Okay. There's the part is right there.
Oh. Alright, that's the time.
So what, did they scrape all the embankment away?
Looks like it, yeah.
Here you see flat.
Okay, looks like we're on the roadbed here. Wow, who'd have thunk it?
That was his drag. Kingsport a little bit over that way. I couldn't remember that road there. It looked different. Right? You look familiar.
I don't know. I've never been around these parts.
No? So
Point
this,
the camera that way.
this goes all the way down to the river.
Okay,
Okay. To Lakewood Road.
scraped away here.
No, yeah, Lakewood Road. And we used to have a walkway somewhere here to go in their backyard.
Wow. This is great.
Were there crazy? Yeah. They bought, Mom and Dad bought this piece of property and nobody else would buy it. Okay.
Go down and see grade profile here.
No time for them all. Oh no? They took them all out. Oh, okay, 'cause I heard that. So, there's no tile here. We use this here, you can clear cut right straight through. You can take our bikes down, walk down, everything.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah. That doesn't seem. Yeah, there's a line down in Muscadava. Not from here, it ain't.
No.
No, but this here goes over to Canning.
Yeah. Centreville, and then it splits to Canning and Kingsport and Weston.
Yeah. They had a big bridge back there too, but I think if someone burned it. I don't remember this being. Someone clear cut this because right about where their deck was, we used to have a walkway through there, and this we could drive our bikes down here and run down here, and just a little bit down there used to be a place where we used to use staging in the winter.
Oh, okay.
But there's nothing here.
Watch the barbed wire.
Oh yeah, thanks.
What's that?
Watch the barbed wire.
Barbed wire here.
Yeah.
Did you bump into
This
it?
is your property. Your parents'
This is not my property. It's the line up there behind the back there.
I'm guessing this is the edge of the property though. There's fencing here.
This is yeah, this is probably the junkyard property now.
Yeah.
There's a junkyard right in there.
Okay. Well, that answers some questions.
Yes,
that?
it
We
does.
like to go around the province and find old abandoned lines, and he does the video and puts them on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
And
So,
document something.
yeah.
Yeah, this used to be. I don't remember this being ever wide open like this when I was growing up. 'Cause you could never see down there. But there used to be a ballpark back there. There used to be just a pasture. We used to play ball back there. There's two of them. There's two of them. Right?
Yeah.
There used to be a crowd for horses there. You can probably see pictures of that.
Maybe the photos you
We are in Centreville. I think the station was right around this area. And this old freight shed, this railway connected along with this one here. And up ahead is the Y, which we're going to walk.
We usually walk a Y every now and then.
Yeah.
What happened to the station?
Disappeared. I don't know.
Unknown. So could have been torn down, could have been moved, relocated, anything.
hopefully relocated to Rail Fan's yard.
Unlikely, but possible.
Was kind of a long time ago.
Yep, for sure.
Maybe this was the station they moved down to the end of track, but I don't even know if that's true, so.
Hard to say.
The only station I know of that got moved was the one at Billtown, which went to Lakeville, and that one's still there. Yep.
Is that, oh, that's the box. Even in the 60s, they still had, or 50s, they still had the round hill ballast. Was the new minus ballast the same?
Good question. That looks
Valley
like a siding
sand.
right there.
Oh, yeah.
Siding or the Y?
Siding. Not part of the Y.
Yeah, by the arc of it, I would guess the Y.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the alignment right there.
We can walk down a little ways. So we're headed towards Kentville now.
Oh, right. This is DAR part what? 13 or 14?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I forget.
We made one a few months ago, I think.
Oh, I've got a
Mushrooms.
lot of videos on reserve that I haven't quite uploaded yet. Yeah, I try to hold them back. So this video probably won't come out for
A few months.
at least.
This is in quite good shape,
No.
Yeah.
It is. You know,
all things considered.
One landowner, one is a trail, and it's a good thing.
It's got to be privately owned.
Better than where we were.
Out of all the road beds we walk on, this is kind of the best.
Yeah.
You can even bike on this.
Yep.
Oh, and a drainage.
That's new.
That's
new.
definitely new.
That's new. They probably
Yeah.
redid it for a trail at some point.
Yes.
That's a good thing.
Well, somebody obviously cares about it. There's an old car.
Yeah.
Oh well. Where old cars come to die.
Centreville.
Or truck.
I think I saw two.
We should probably let Railfan go first so he's not filming our rear ends.
Mm.
There we go.
Doesn't matter.
Sorry about that. That camera picks up everything.
Especially rear ends.
The caboose of it all.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's not the caboose kind of caboose we're looking for out here.
No, unfortunately.
They probably use it for logging.
Uh,
But it doesn't look wide enough though.
this
Probably
is
just for ATVs.
Yeah.
gotta remember too, this is overgrown over the years and it's had no maintenance since the early 60s.
Oh. What have we here?
Oh.
We might have
that's
the
the way.
we might have the leg of the Y right here.
It looks Y-ish.
Yes.
Maybe that other thing was a siding indeed.
I know.
Or it might have just been somebody's land. They just wanna make
So,
it look nice.
yeah, this is Y.
Yeah, this is probably it, eh?
Yeah. We shall walk the Y.
Yep.
So that probably ends up in a field or in a forest.
Yeah. Be interesting to know where it comes out.
Well,
It would be easy on a bike.
Mm-hmm.
well, maybe one day if I bring my bike down, we can do a bike excursion.
Yeah.
That never seems to happen.
It's harder under the
Yeah,
Well,
I don't think there's telegraph
don't have a
poles on
bike
this,
rack.
was there?
Probably not. But in the 30s, there was a lot of traffic.
Could have been.
It's one of the
Don't
most
ever-
active lines, isn't it?
It was a very active line.
Called the axle trains. Didn't they have priority over all of the other ones?
Good question. I'm not sure if I have the answer to that.
Gary would be the guy to ask.
Yeah.
I think he wrote in one of his books that it was at that time, or at least back in the day, whenever,
Muffler.
it was westbounds or eastbounds were superior over the other, one or the other.
Right.
So it
Probably
depended on the
eastbounds
direction.
For the apples, because I mean they did have to leave from Halifax, so they were probably priority over westbounds, right? Because the fresh apples had to stay fresh.
As far as I know, this was a mixed train only line.
Okay. In general, or just in the later years?
I think all along. You'd have to check the old timetables to confirm that.
We don't have the old timetable.
Well, there's a few on the wiki.
Never.
There were, of course, there were freights too, right?
Well,
Could
there's
have been,
everything.
yeah, could have been.
And there were the school
Because I
trains,
think the
so-
mix just ran like 3 times a week or something.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it was a daily train.
Not very frequent.
But I could be wrong. I don't know. It's a lot of information to keep track of.
Yeah.
Track of.
Track.
You're definitely a rail ahead.
I'm on track.
On the right track.
On the right track, yeah.
Yeah, that's a song I actually have for one of my intros that we use.
You're on the right track.
I forget how it goes. This
It's
one,
like I am a something, a wandering.
You guys know what this is? Ragweed.
Oh. Okay.
nasty plant, don't eat it.
It's an allergen.
Okay. Oh, there's a pond in the middle of the Y.
Mm-hmm.
A Y pond.
Water stopped to fuel up the tender.
Probably. Could have been.
Oh yeah, maybe. They probably had a water tower.
Mm-hmm.
They maybe filled it up from there.
Or just a garden hose with a pump.
Oh yeah.
Hand pump, I mean.
Yeah.
They could have pumped up the water and put it in the locomotive and just had a little thing in the ground. Sometimes railways do that.
Yeah. Steam railways.
Small railways.
Yeah.
Miniature baby railways.
Tourist ones too.
I don't know about tourist ones.
I've already seen them refuel steam locomotives with a hose.
Yes.
Now,
I think this is the other leg weight right here.
Is it?
Yep.
Are you sure about
But
that?
it's not maintained.
uh,
By the look of the fill back there on the other side of the pond. I think this
Yeah.
is it.
He's right, this is.
Here's your grade profile. Sometimes it's not obvious when you're on it. You have to look at it from a distance.
yeah.
Yeah, it definitely looks.
Well, I mean, it is at the right level.
Roadbed's in great shape.
Yep. Some private landowner is taking care of it.
So it looks like we're gonna have to go back around that leg of the Y to go back to the car. It's right here.
Kind of like
It's
the.
driveways on both sides.
Yeah.
Look at this thing coming.
Well, half of it is great and half of it
We
is.
could actually drive down this.
Yeah.
Okay, we're videoing.
They spent a few million, they could make it into a trail. Probably easier than the trail.
Here's your 14L.
Yeah. Heading towards Weston. Inbound. We're gonna do this properly. We gotta
Yeah.
No.
Well, you could go on one side, but even still.
Yeah. No.
Short up there, or?
Middle. Or not middle, Musquodoboit River.
We'll stop. Stop sign.
Probably should.
Yeah, that looks like four-wheeler over there.
Yeah.
It looks like there was a
A trestle.
culvert.
Yeah.
Just a little culvert there.
You can drive down there if you want.
If I want, eh? Ooh, shit.
Hey. We're doing great. So...
Maybe we should just-
Okay, I'll ask. Okay.
Yeah.
Designated snow vehicle trail.
Yeah, so she told me that there's none from the lake. And it be possible, well, I guess they were just telling me.
Oh, this is right back to the other side. Yes, it is. Looks like it's owned by a rail fan. Let's hope.
So we're at the old Billtown station, which is in Lakeville. And it's been here for about 5 years, privately owned. A lot of work done. This building was in pretty bad shape when it was hauled in. Good to see. Missing the bay window though. That's the only thing.
Let me know when.
Well,
Yeah.
Paparazzi's out here.
All right.
The sun was setting in the west. The birds were singing on every tree. All nature seemed inclined for the rest, but still there was no rest for me. There were Nova Scotia, that sea-bound coast, your mountains dark and dreary be. Oh, and I am far away on the briny ocean tossed. Will you ever heave a sigh and wish for me? I agreed to leave my native land. I agreed to leave my comforts all, and my aged parents whom I always held so dear, and the bonny, bonny lass that I do adore. Farewell, Nova Scotia, that sea-bound coast, that your mountains dark and dreary be. Oh, and I am far away on the briny ocean tossed. Will you ever heave a sigh and wish for me? The drums do beat, the wars do alarm. Our captain calls, we must obey. So farewell, farewell to Nova Scotia's charm. As it's early in the morning, I am far, far away. Farewell, Nova Scotia, that sea-bound coast, that your mountains dark and dreary be. Oh, when I am far away on the briny ocean tossed, will you ever hear North Sea-bound coast, picture mountains dark and dreary. Oh, when I'm far away on the briny ocean tossed, will you ever hear the sigh